Hello friends, how are you? My name is Corbin Reed and welcome to my YouTube channel. By now, I've already released my kitchen tour and my powder room, and I'm so excited because today I am going to be doing a fall decorate with me video in addition to showing you guys the before and after of my upstairs loft space. Now, nothing dramatic happened up there. The only changes that I made really were just to incorporate a little bit more texture, mainly for fall, so I thought it was appropriate to incorporate it into this video. And kitchen makeover tour, go back and watch those so you can see the fall transformation and just sort of get a more in-depth insight into my design process in the kitchen and the powder room, which are our main sort of entertaining spaces, and we hang out up here quite a bit throughout the day. So everything that I do for fall is super, I would say, minimal. My whole theory around decorating for fall is no pumpkins, no, straw men or anything kitschy like that. I stick to florals that you would see if you were out in a forest gathering the harvest of fall. For bowl fillers and vase fillers, I stick to things that you could gather. So just sort of giving pops with florals. Like I have some faux plums, purple plums, which are a fall harvest, or some acorns, or some pine cones, or the sweet grass, which you see behind me. So everything's super subtle. I changed out a couple of the textiles, some of the pillows, and that's really it, you guys. Nothing crazy, but I really do love the season, and because it's so warm in LA, it's fun to bring in warm tones just to make me feel like it's not 95 degrees when I'm inside. So let's get into this fall decorate with me. So this is the first thing you see when you come up the stairs to my kitchen. I'm adding this broom that I got from a Target just for a little bit of that subtle fall dried texture. And then these faux hydrangeas I got off of Amazon. I've had them all spring and summer. I'm replacing them with these stems that I got from Hobby Lobby, I believe. And they're just like a turning eucalyptus stem, and I really love the juxtaposition of the green and the red. They just look super realistic to me, like I clipped them off a tree but without the bugs. I also really love how all this plays together with this antique butcher block that I got in Hudson, New York. If you're interested in that trip, check out my vlog. I'll link it up top of that antique shopping trip. And then here, this is my Peninsula. Again, I went into detail about how I styled all of this in my kitchen tour, so I'll link that here if you'd like to check it out. But I've just had the same hydrangeas, and I'm coming in with this wheatgrass, this dried wheatgrass, which I actually found last year at Home Goods, and I've seen them again recently on a trip that I took there. So if you're interested in wheatgrass, I would head to Home Goods. Otherwise, I've also seen similar things at Hobby Lobby. And then I also found these bunny tails. They're a burgundy bunny tail. I found them at Hobby Lobby, and they were really reasonably priced. They were like 40% off of their fall decor stuff. So I got 2 bundles. I interspersed these bunny tails throughout the wheatgrass just so they are kind of popping out. It took a while. I kind of had to go one by one to insert them into the wheatgrass because the wheatgrass is pre-bundled. But it actually ended up being worth it because it sort of gave this depth and dimension to it. Going one by one, I could put them all in at varying heights. So I think the finished product was worth the time. And this is the finished product. I love the juxtaposition of the wheatgrass and the dark burgundy and all the varying heights. Next up, I went ahead and switched out this black candle, which has been there all summer, with this amber glass. I really love amber glass for fall. I just think it makes such a difference. It warms up the space. This is a candle that I actually had from last year. I have a candle cabinet, so I just went ahead and cut the wick and lit the candle, and it immediately gives me this sort of fall transformation in addition to the fall arrangement for my island. Simple change. I will link similar amber candles down below. I've seen some really good ones at Target. Next up, this is the area near my stove, and I just wanted to switch up the artwork. This is a print from the Hearth and Hand collection, and it's just black moody background with a pear, and I think it just goes really nice with this antique Chinese water vase that I have on my island, but also just brings in those moody colors of fall, and I didn't even need to take away my old print that I've had there all year. And lastly, this is my powder bath. I've had this blue and white vase here, which is with some dried grass in it. And I just replaced it with this small bud vase from, again, the Hearth and Hand collection. And then this little bundle. I'm not really sure. I think it's supposed to be wheatgrass, but it's faux. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And then over in the corner, I actually already had this sort of amber glass floor vase. And it's been filled with these cottontails, these faux cottontails since Christmas, but I loved the way it juxtaposed against the really dark blue walls. So finally taking them out and replacing them with these dried burgundy. Again, burgundy is my color palette for fall. I just love it. Immediately warms up the space, and it's like burgundy eucalyptus, and then just, I'm not really sure what the other one is. I think they're both a eucalyptus, but I got these at Hobby Lobby last fall, and I have a sort of a fall reserve of florals. And lastly, this is my loft. I have never showed you guys this before, but this is my loft. We watch TV up here. So I'm just adding in these ottomans. We need them to like eat off of and put our feet up and stuff. And these are from Target as well. Yay, Target for the win. And they are from the Studio McGee collection. And then I'm just adding in these two floral pillows that I got off of Etsy. I really loved the patterns, this sort of green and gray. I think adding more pattern and texture up here helps for it to feel more fall, but in a very, very subtle way. And then I added this yellow mustard sort of pot. It reminds me of like a French crock. I got that at Hobby Lobby. And that's pretty much all I did to style that little console for fall. And then I love the texture of these. I mean, they work for fall, but they work year round. I just think they look so, so good. And that art piece I got from Home Goods. Those sconces are not hardwired. I got those off of Amazon. I'll link everything that I can that's up in my loft down below, as I always do. This couch we've had for a million years. Probably need to replace it. And this nook, I actually got these African chairs, again, from my shopping trip in Hudson, New York, which you should go back and watch. And I didn't really change anything over here. I just wanted to show you guys this nook because I've never showed my loft before, but This is where we eat and watch TV, and the table's from World Market, and then the mirror I got from Home Goods, actually. And I actually intend to rub and buff the mirror. I want to give it a little bit more of an antique look just because the gold looks a little too perfect. But this is the finished product, you guys. This is my upstairs loft. And yeah, that's my little fall transition for the loft. And I think it all came together really well with the blues and the greens and the browns, and it all works together. I also took away the tree in the corner because it just felt claustrophobic. And that about wraps it up for me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please be sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And if you have any thoughts on what you saw today, I love hearing from you guys, even if it's just for you to say hello. How's your day going? As always, everything I mentioned in this video, if I can, will be linked down below so you too can shop for fall and anything else that you see in my home or in these videos that you like. If you're not already following me on Instagram, follow me at storydesigns_ with Corbin Reed, and I'm on TikTok at storydesign. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.